Welcome to Community Roundup, powered by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. This is the show we look at nonprofits, charitable organizations, and sports clubs that make Fort St. John an area such a remarkable place to live. My name is Ed Hitchens, and of course, I'm your host. And today, we are at the Fort St. John Curling Club. We're joined by Nelson Stowe, who is the incoming president of the Sunrise Rotary Club. Thank you for taking some time to speak with me again. How are you doing today?
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Talked to you last year about Ribfest, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it.
Yep.
What is the history of the club? I understand that this is a very big anniversary for the Sunrise Rotary Club of Fort St. John. Tell us a little bit more about that. Talk about the history of the club.
Sure. So Rotary, there's two Rotary clubs in Fort St. John, and we work together on lots of projects. The Sunrise Rotary Club is the club that meets every Wednesday morning at 7 a.m. And we're 25 years in service in Fort St. John. So this weekend we have a celebration. So we got a little barbecue tonight. Tomorrow we have a dinner and dance. And then Sunday morning we'll have a breakfast for everybody. So we have about almost 70 people coming tomorrow night for a dinner. So we're looking forward to that, just to celebrate what we've done over the past 25 years. And and just talk more things about Rotary. Okay. I can tell you more about the Rotary history in Fort St. John.
That is something that did surprise me. A town so small, why are there two Rotary clubs?
Because lots of people want to serve. The Rotary motto is service above self. So basically what happens is the first Rotary club started in 1904. Okay. So that's how old it is. There's 1.2 million Rotarians in the world, and they're all in many nations all over. Rotary came to Fort St. John for the first time in 1962. So a Rotary Club was formed, and they meet at noon on Thursdays, and they had their 60th anniversary 2 years ago.
Okay.
So our club was formed in 2000. And basically what it is that people want to serve, but they might not be able to make the noon club. So we create a second club, and that was the Sunrise Club in the mornings. Some towns, Grand Prairie has 5 Rotary clubs. Okay. And one is in the evening, lunchtime, a couple of lunch times, and breakfast. And they coordinate, get together on big projects, and they do a bunch of small projects on their own. So Rotary is service above place self. That's the motto. It's about community organization, getting together, raising money for good causes and things like that.
Okay, so you just touched up on it. Service above self. What services does the Rotary Club provide to Fort St. John?
Sure. So over the 60 years that the other club was in existence, 62 years plus our club, we estimate we probably contributed close to $4.5 million worth of projects income to the community. Skate park, the Rotary skate park, the Rotary. We partner with the city on the spray park. We give money to numerous organizations throughout the year. So we'll be supporting Women's Resource Center, the Senior Citizens, Salvation Army, just to name a few. We did a list actually for the trade show recently, and we had a list of, I think it was like over 85 different organizations over the years that we contributed to. So organizations come to us with ideas, and they're trying to do something, and then we'll go through our process and say, does it fit what we try to do? And then if it does, we'll do what we can to support them. So we do fundraising opportunities. So in the next, we've got a really busy summer ahead of us. So on June 1st, it's the Color Run. So at the Northern Lights College, you can register online, look for the Color Run. It's a great event. All proceeds go to local charities, local groups. On July 11th to the 13th, we have the big Ribfest. So that's a big fundraising event for us. All clubs are involved. We'll have over 800 hours of volunteer hours for that event, and that's a big fundraiser for us. And then on September 11th, there's the drive-through breakfast, which they sell 1,500 breakfasts in 1 hour, like 2 or 3 hours. 1,500 breakfasts go through. It's amazing, and that's a fundraiser as well. And then our second year now, this year we have on September 20th, we have the Oktoberfest coming. Okay. So it's held right here, down on the floor. Last year was our first event. It was a lot of fun, and this year we're looking forward to growing it and making it bigger.
Okay, so if somebody is interested in contributing to the Rotary Club, or is interested in presenting a project to the Rotary Club, how do they go about doing that?
Reach out to either one of our clubs. So we have a Facebook page, and we have a website as well. So reach out to those clubs at any time. Just send an email or a message, and one of our members will get back to you. So just tell us what you're doing, what you're trying to do. As far as joining the club, more the merrier. We want members. Right now our club has about 25, 26 members. The Noon Club has around 35 members. So we need more volunteers. The more people in the room, the more we can do. and that's what we love to see. To join Rotary, you just come to a meeting, introduce yourself. One of our members will sponsor you. You come to 3 meetings, and then after that, it's just an annual dues you pay. And we have, like I say, a breakfast club and a noon club. Come every week. It's great fellowship. We all built great friendships with all the members. And so reach out to and if you know a Rotarian, just hey, I want to join Rotary, or I want to see what it's about. Just come for a meal.
Okay. So tell me about assisting or supporting certain projects. How does one go about presenting a project, and what types of planning goes into saying we're going to support this project or not to support this project? Go into that a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So Rotary International, they have 6 pillars of service, basically. So we look at education, poverty, leadership, youth. So we have all these pillars. So basically what we do is, if someone came to us with a project, we would say, okay, we look at it in the lens of those 6 pillars. Do they meet those criteria? If they do, the club basically decides. We're very independent. We report some numbers to the international, but we're independent. We're an autonomous club. We can do what we want to do. We can do nothing, or we can do a lot. It's up to us, okay? So we look at that, and if it's something that we can do something with, then basically we would reach out to that group and say, okay, come and make a presentation to our club. So that club, like the Palliative Care Society, we've helped them out. They came and did a presentation to our club. And we just get an idea of the scope. Does it fit our 6 pillars of service? And we say yay or nay, you know? We always help some way or another, you know what I mean? Like, we'll help in some way, but basically, funding-wise, we want to look at the whole project and see what the scope of it is.
Okay, so last year, so this year should be Rib Fest. Can you give us a little bit of details about, who's going to be at the Rib Fest this year?
Yeah, great. We got, it's going to be great this year. So what we've done is the city has given us approval to fence the entire event in. So we don't have the separate beer garden kind of thing. So it's a little nicer for families and everything else. If you want to have one beer, it's not like, So we got the whole thing fenced in. We got 4 rib trucks coming. I believe the Blooming Onion's coming again. We've got another food truck, local food truck coming. We've got the high school band is participating in a fundraiser there. We've got the Gymnastics Association. They're coming as volunteers. We've got all the local regulars. You know them. Trainwreck, Motley Coolies. Come on, help me out. You know all the bands. You know all the bands here locally. But the stage is full. Stage is full Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got the stage full with entertainment, all local bands, all local artists, local bands. And we're looking forward to it. It's a lot of fun. We get so much great feedback about the Rib Fest. We do.
Okay, and Oktoberfest was the first year last year?
First year was last year.
It's going to be different about this year?
Tweak it, you learn, right? You learn from last year. So this year, I think we'll tweak it with regards to the food, add some extra food, more marketing, get the word out, We had, I think, about 110 people there last year, but we have capacity for 250 to 300 people. And it's not an expensive night. It's fun, and people came dressed up in all the garb and stuff like that, and we had beer steins. We brought in special beer steins for the event. We had a band as well. So, and of course the DJ sort of focused a little bit on that Oktoberfest feel of music, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, so that's going to be September 20th. Yeah.
Okay. Where can people find more information about the Rotary Club if they like to find out some more?
Online. Go online, check out Rotary, just Google Rotary.org, Google Rotary Fort St. John, Rotary Sunrise. We have a Rotary website, we have a Rotary Facebook page. Rotary.org is an amazing site. That's the global site, and you'll get an idea of what Rotary is overall. Rotary is an amazing organization. Like I said, 1.2 million volunteers work within Rotary. Rotary has been number 1 or 2 in the global, globally they look at these nonprofits and see how they manage their money. Rotary is number 1 or 2 every year. So we manage our money very well. A lot of money does not go to administration costs and all those kinds of things. Every dollar that you give to Rotary, 99.9% of it gets right back to the cause where it's got to go, because it's all volunteers.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been a Rotary member? What is your experience?
I'm
been
15 years now, 16 years. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been great. I enjoy it a lot, and we get a chance. In this world, there's so much stuff going on. Excuse my language. It's good to see. There's so much stuff going on in this world today. We all want to know how we can do something, right? this is a little thing. It's not huge. I mean, it's more fellowship and camaraderie, but we do stuff. So at least there's something I can do once a week or once a month to do something to help our community. So that's what it's about.
Okay. Can you tell me what clubs you've helped over the years?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we've helped. Well, one of the areas we like is youth. So Rotary has 2 conferences every year. One is called Riley, one is called Ryla, and it's basically Rotary Youth Leadership. And we sponsor kids from the high school here, and we send them to these conferences. So it gives them, and they usually come back and we get them to, when they come back, we ask them to come and talk to the club and tell us how was the weekend. And it's really great growth opportunities for these kids to get a feel for what it means to be a leader, what it means to, like, one person can do a lot in the world, right? And we just want to show these kids that you can too. And so we do that. That's one of the things we do. We do support, like I said earlier, the Women's Resource Center is a big one we do. Salvation Army is a big one. The Senior Center is a big one. Sporting clubs and stuff like that. If they meet the pillars, that's the key thing really with regards to that. I got me stumped now. I should have a list of all these names, but we have a lot of organizations we've helped over the years, no question. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my apologies. The Search and Rescue. We help those guys out. Like I say, the Gymnastics Association. So with RibFest, real quickly, RibFest takes a lot of people. So what we do there is we reach out to other nonprofit organizations and other groups who are fundraising, and if they come with volunteers, the funds we raise will go directly to them as well. So if they come in and they give us 100 hours, we'll compensate 100 hours goes to their cause. Okay. Right? So that's what we try to do too. We try to facilitate opportunities for organizations to raise money as well.
Okay, so there's a trade-off there.
There is a trade-off, absolutely. Like for the RibFest, for example, it's the Fort St. John Curling Club. It's a nonprofit organization that runs this building, and we 50-50 partner with them on the beer gardens. So they take 50% of the proceeds, we take 50% of the proceeds. So that's a fundraising opportunity for the curling league. The same thing with Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest will be a share of our program with the curling club.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have. Nelson, thank you very much for
Thanks,
your time.
Ed. Appreciate it.
This has been Ed Hitchens, energeticcity.ca for the Community Roundup. Once again, the Community Roundup is brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. If you like what you see and see more up-to-date content, click that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next time.